Hello, Titas! Welcome to episode 6, season 2 of the Coffee Tita podcast. This is Esther, the Coffee Tita. First of all, I would like to greet the lovely Titas a happy International Women's Day. It feels good to celebrate womanhood and everything that we all stand for. So last week's episode talked about how self-confidence can't be bought but can be borrowed. For tonight, we will be talking about being the first-rate version of ourselves or always be a first-rate version of yourself. So there is a quote by Jody Garland. She said, "Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else." This is a very relevant quote because we are at the age of influencers and social media. For me, I'd make a terrible Solen Yusuf. I'm dreaming, I know, but I'm pretty good at being me. It can take nearly an entire lifetime to come to this awareness, but once we get to this point and the truth awakens our hearts, we will never be the same. You see, whether we are consciously aware of it or not, we're constantly programmed by the world to be other women, not ourselves. We're supposed to look like Gigi Hadid or Bella, or sound like Taylor, or have friends like Taylor's friend. With this pervasive social schizophrenia, it's no wonder that most women are terribly confused about the issue of authenticity. According to Webster's dictionary, to be authentic is to be not imaginary, fake, or imitation. To be authentic is to be genuine, veritable, bona fide, being actually and precisely what is claimed. But the only thing that we can genuinely claim to be is ourselves. But our best is good enough, even on a bad day. There is a story about a woman who is a high-powered advertising executive. There is no one on the planet who is more creative, articulate, accomplished. But the funny thing is, she doesn't see it that way. She grew up in a home where performance was always graded, and as a result, she's extremely hard on herself. Her personal grade of C- is probably everybody's A+. We are all hard on ourselves. We not only want to be other people, we want to be perfect versions of them. There's also a story about another woman who's published her first book, and instead of celebrating it, she acted like a lunatic. Instead of congratulating herself on producing such a beautiful book after years of effort, she was about to throw herself off a cliff because she had used the wrong verb tense in one sentence. See? Instead of celebrating achievement, she robbed herself of joy. We need to remember that there is no such thing as perfection, that we only need to strive to be first-rate versions of ourselves, and our best is always good enough.